Hello and welcome students to your English video explanation class for your new chapter, which is perfect tenses. Now, to study your perfect tenses, we are going to first understand that what we have to do in our notebooks. A very clear instruction is given here, which is you have to write down the work from this PDF in your English language notebooks. Very neat and clean work with all the margins and neat handwriting. Now let's start studying about our tenses. The first tense is present perfect tense. Let's read about this. The present perfect tense denotes an action that has just been completed. Here they are saying the present perfect tense denotes an action that has just been completed. That means, for example, I have written my essay. That means you have just written your essay. In the present only you have finished writing your essay. But it must have been like 5 minutes or 10 minutes that you have finished writing your essay. Second example is he has worked the sum. Now he has already worked on the sum. Now you're saying that he must have just worked on the sum. He must have finished it just few moments ago. But now this we are also talking in the present tense only, because if it was just few moments ago, you cannot put it into completely past tense. You are already just in the present. You're talking about this thing, right? Now the second point is the present perfect tense is also used instead of past tense to represent a past action as continuing in the present. For example, we have lived here 10 years and we are still living here. So what do they mean here? They mean that जो past में कोई action शुरू हुआ था, okay, past action, but what is happening with this past action? It is still continuing in the present, okay? And the example is we have lived here for 10 years and you are still living here. So now you have lived here for 10 years but you are still living here. That means that the action started in 10 years ago that you started living here, but you are still living here. That means you are still continuing to live here only. That is why present perfect tense is also used to tell about a situation which started in the past but is still continuing in the present. Now let's look at the structures of the sentences. How do we form these structures? Like when we talk about affirmative sentences, what do we mean in this? We mean that subject plus has or have. A slash means that you can use either of them according to the person that we are talking about. We are talking about the first person, second person, or the third person. Okay? Then we are using past participle of verb. That means the third form of verb we are using. For example, I have played. So I is the subject here. Has or have में से आपने have use किया, and then played is the third form of verb, which is the past participle form of play. Okay, then you can use it in another person also, like he has played. Okay, now negative sentence. How do you form a negative sentence? You just add a not to it. The full formula is subject plus has or have plus not and plus the third form of verb, which is the past participle form of verb. Then the example is I have not played. He has not played. Okay. Then interrogative sentence. For making an interrogative sentence, you use has or have before the subject. Has or have put before the subject. For example, has he played? Or you can also use the question word like we have used here. How is a question word. You use question word before has or have. Then the question verb says how has he played? But now we are talking about some short forms as well, like short forms haven't and hasn't. So what happens that if you want to write I have not played, you can also say I haven't played. Haven't is the short form of have not and hasn't is the short form of has not. Now let's read further about are sentence which is interrogative sentences. How do you form an interrogative sentence here? You use had. Now we are going to talk about past perfect tense. What is a past perfect tense? You are saying that for the past perfect tense denotes an action completed before a certain point or a moment in the past. For example, he had already read this book. When I reached school, all the students had already come. Now you are saying that the past perfect tense denotes an action which has been completed in the past before a certain moment. You are saying that, for example, when you say I reached school, and then in the second part of the sentence you are saying all the students had already come. When I reached the school, जब तक मैं स्कूल पहुंचा तब तक बाकी सब बच्चे पहले से स्कूल पहुंच चुके थे. तो अब आप पास्ट की ही बात कर रहे हैं. यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द पास्ट टेंस ओनली, बट यू आर सेइंग टू रेफरेंसेस इन द पास्ट. One reference is when I reached the school, which is also in the past, but then you are talking about even a more reference which is even further in the past, okay, which is the students had already come. उससे भी पहले से students आ चुके थे. Now let's talk about the structures of these sentences, like affirmative sentences. Subject had plus the past participle or the third form of verb. For example, I had played. To make a negative sentence, you add again not, like you did in present tense also. Example is I had not played. Similarly, in making an interrogative sentence, what you do is you use had before the subject, then the third form of verb. For example, I had he played. So the rules are very similar, students. For avoiding the confusion, always please make a rough notebook for yourself where you can write down all these formulas, so that to give a quick revision during an exam or a test or even daily basis, because you have to learn these formulas. Tenses are very important. You are going to always use tenses, and tenses are going to be repeatedly coming in your course in your above classes also. Now let's read about our future perfect tense. What is the definition for it? Future perfect tense indicates that action which have been completed, finished or perfected at some point in the future. It also denotes actions which start and complete at a definite point of time in the future. Now you are saying that this denotes an actions which have been finished or have been perfected, because we are talking about the perfect tense. So which have been perfected at some point of time, not a definite point, but at some point of time in the future only. Now then you are talking that some actions which start in the future also, which will start and will be completed also at a definite point of time in the future only. Now let's talk about their formations. Here you are saying that the subject can be anything, any noun. Then you use will or shall plus have plus the third form of verb or the object, which is an optional choice. You can also give an object or not give an object in a sentence. For example, Ram will have watched a movie. Now you are saying Ram is the subject and he will is used here, then have is used here, then you are talking about a watched, which is the third form of watch. Then you are talking about a movie, which is the object here, which is optional, okay, in a lot of sentences, but here it makes a complete sense. Now let's talk about our another type of sentence, which is negative sentence. Here we talk about the subject plus will have or shall plus have not. To make in negative sentence, you always use not, then the third form of verb, and then the object is optional again. For example, you will have not gone to work. Now you're talking about this time and you're telling that you will have not gone to work. तब तक तुम काम के लिए नहीं गए होंगे. You are saying in future only, but you are giving a future reference in a work which is already done.